Hey, what is going on, guys? It is down here, and today I'm back with another tips and tricks video for you guys. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to kill campers here in Fortnite Season 5. This is the topic that I've been requested quite a few times, is how to kill these campers in Season 5. So I'm going to be teaching you guys a few tips and tricks to go along with that to help you kill those campers, especially in the beginning of the game. It can be a real pain to kill people who are camping in buildings, and I'm going to give you guys a few tips to go along with that and how to kill those people. And before we get into the video, if you guys could, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on my post notifications to get notified every single new video. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Okay, so here in Season 5, there has been even more campers, I swear to God. This is the season for camping and spraying. Probably a garbage meta and the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And so there's a ton of campers here in Season 5. You guys already know that if you're watching this video. And there's a few ways you can go about killing them. As well, I'm going to be going over the 3 types of campers that I see in Fortnite, and these type of campers are in the early game, the mid game, and the late game, and how to deal with each one of them. I just feel like this is the type of video that you would see in some Call of Duty channel that just talks about people camping in Call of Duty. It basically went from people hiding in corners and hiding in windows in Call of Duty with target finder LSATs back in Black Ops 2 to people camping in bushes to people third peeking behind walls. So anyways guys, I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how to kill people like that. Alright, so first, I want to be talking about the early game and people who camp in the early game. This is probably, I would say, one of the hardest people to kill, especially because it's in the early game. There's not much you can do. And when it comes to the early game, you always want to try to find a lot of shields, and a lot of times you don't have a lot of shields. And that's just something that can make killing people like this in the early game even harder, because you're running on the probably the lowest amount of health, and there's not much you can do, especially in the early game that comes to a lot of buildings. People hide in buildings all the time in the early game. And really the first thing that you can do when it comes to people hiding in the early game is you want to try to figure out where they're at. A lot of the time this can be difficult because sometimes you don't even know they're there. But for the people camping in buildings and you know they're camping in there, the best thing you can do is try to figure out which room they're in, or kind of approximately where they're at, if they're on the, on the bottom layer, on the top layer, because that's going to be really important when you want to go to kill them. I forgot to mention one thing before that you can do is, here in a situation, I do this in all the times in my game. Say you're on this building right here and you see a guy in the building across, you see him run in right there from the middle of the street, and what you do, or normally what I do, is I would sit back and wait for him to come out of the building, because if he runs in there, a lot of the times you don't want to follow them, because most of the time if you get anywhere close to the building, little Timmy is going to get really scared and hide. So the second little Timmy hears your footsteps, that's a GG. He's going under the stairs and he's making a base under the stairs, and that's where you don't want to get in that situation. You don't want to get in that situation at all. When little Timmy goes under the stairs, bad things are gonna happen. So what you want to do, if you see a guy go into a building and he doesn't know that you saw him go into the building, a lot of times I would just wait him to come out of the building, because the second he gets in the middle of the street, he's getting his cheeks clapped in the middle of the street. But the second, if you challenge a guy who's in a building and he doesn't know you're there at first, the second you get close to him, they're going to be hiding behind corners, hiding under the stairs. I mean, they're just going to be hiding their ass off, so it's going to be very difficult to find them and to kill them. So basically the best thing I do is I just wait him out, wait for him to come out, because like I said, the second they go into the street, there's nothing they can do about it, because the second they get in the street, they're getting their cheeks clapped on the spot. But say you want to get in a situation where you want to challenge little Timmy camping in the building, what I would do is, every single one of my games, I go in through the windows, and the windows is something little Timmy never expects, because he expects you to go through the front door. So if you go up on the side and go look in the windows, a lot of times he's going to be camping in a corner, looking at the doorway. So if you come in from the windows, 9 times out of 10, little Timmy's going to have no idea you're there, and you're going to get a lot of shots on him before he screams and runs away. So the best thing you can do, go in through the windows. And if you can't really get a shot on him from the window, one thing you can do is you can throw a grenade in there and you can fish him out. And that's what I call fishing him out. Because if they're sitting in a corner, what you can do is you can throw a grenade in there, and that's going to force him to come out. Force him to come out the door, not the closet. Even though little Timmy likes to camp, and we all know about campers. That's all I'm saying. Another trick you can do is, someone's camping under the stairs. What you can do is you can throw a grenade and then put a wall, and that's basically going to force them to, pretty much die, because the only thing they can do is try to run away, because once you put that wall down, they're pretty much screwed. There's nothing they can do. So that's another little trick. If someone's camping under the stairs and you want to get a quick kill on them, what you can do is you can throw a grenade really quick, and then the second you throw the grenade, you can put a wall down, which is going to prevent them from even coming out at all. And the grenade's going to go off by the time they go anywhere, so it's pretty much a guaranteed hit or a kill. Alright, so the next camper I want to talk about is the people who camp in the mid game. And what I'm talking about this, I'm not really talking about bush campers, because bush campers are usually some defaults, and they're pretty easy to kill. Because the second you see him in the bush, you're like, dude, GG, this guy's not very good. You know, he's camping in a bush. But I'm talking about the people who camp in the mid game, and these are the people that camp in the gunfight. So, you know, little Timmy gets into a gunfight with you, and you realize, oh shoot, why would I challenge the gunfight if I can just hide in a 1x1? You know, just complete genius way of thinking. You know, why would you challenge a gunfight if you could just hide? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense at all for little Timmy. Or if you hit little Timmy with just one AR shot, the first thing he does is build himself a 1x1 with turbo building on, of course, so he can build it really, really quick. And these mid-game campers are probably the hardest to kill, and for the reason, a lot of times you get into a mid-game gunfight, and when you're in the mid-game, you can be anywhere on the map, which means that any time you can get pinched by another team, and that's the last thing you want to happen. That's why little Timmy camping in the mid game is the hardest to deal with, because a lot of times these are the gunfights that get really dragged on for too long. And you know, the second you get into a gunfight for too long, you're gonna get pinched by another team coming out of nowhere. So you always, like I always stress this enough, you always want to try to, you know, kill someone as quick as you can. Try to go for those quick kills, but all the times it doesn't happen every single time. So you gotta find creative ways to get a kill on this guy. Maybe shoot out his wall, put your wall. You just gotta find a way to kill this guy as quick as you can, because in the mid game, like I said, you're gonna get pinched by a lot of teams if you let this gunfight drag on. And right here in this game, right here, this example, this guy is camping his ass off in the building, and this guy's just below. And I'm looking right now, the circle, it moves in 1 minute 20 seconds. This guy doesn't challenge me for a full minute and 20 seconds at all, and he actually almost gets to killing me from camping and playing like a little pussy, like little Timmy does. But anyway, so this guy's camping in the building. I'm just trying to shoot a wall, because no, when it comes to buildings, you can't build very much. So if you get in a bad situation, you're pretty much screwed, because you can't do anything. You can't build to get out. And that's why, honestly, camping is the easiest way to win, because there's nothing you can do about it. Because when somebody's camping in the building, they have full control. They can hide behind any wall, and you have no idea. So the second you walk in, they have a open shot on you, because they know exactly when you're coming and where you're coming, and you're still trying to figure out exactly where they are. So that's why they have such an advantage from camping. Which is really sad that you have an advantage by playing like a little pussy boy, but that's just how it is in Fortnite. When it comes to those mid-game campers, what you can do is you can either try to kill them really fast, but if that other team comes to pinch you, you pretty much, the best situation you can do is you just gotta build up and then try to fight the other guy who was shooting at you, because you're not going to kill little Timmy, because his finger's on the right trigger, and every single time you try to shoot at him, he's going to be building a wall, and you're going to get shot from another guy. So pretty much, your best option is you have to fight the other guy in the situation, and just not worry about little Timmy too much. That's why it's so annoying to like fight little Timmy, because little Timmy, he's going to be annoying, right? He's going to be the guy under your base, and you have to worry about him, right? So you're going to be fighting the other guy, but you have to worry about little Timmy, because he can come out of his 1x1 at any time. So that's why killing little Timmy can be very difficult, because he can be anywhere. Little Timmy can't come out of his hiding spot at any time while you're fighting. So that's pretty much a bad situation. You're going to get pinched a lot of the time. So the best thing, honestly, the best thing you can do is try to get the quick kill. If not, you kind of just have to find a way around it and fight the other guy first. And the third type of camper, the last type of camper, is in the end game. There's probably a ton of other campers, but these are just the main three. The first game, people camping in buildings. The mid game, people camping right after you get into a gunfight so you get pinched. And at the end game, we all know the 1x1 campers, the steel 1x1 that you can never shoot out. And these are the type of people who have max ammo, grenade launchers, 200 health. Like, these guys are completely stacked, camping on the biggest high ground inside the circle. And these are definitely, they're really annoying to try to kill in the end game, because they're camping so hard. And if you try to rush them at all, you're going to spend over 1,000 mats trying to get to them, because they're going to be spamming AR when you're trying to go up the hill. And the best thing you can do to try to kill these people is, first, honestly, try to play the circle. If the circle is not on top of the hill that they're at, just try to wait it out. Just do anything you can not to challenge them, because the second they see you, there's going to be AR spamming, and your mats are going to get drained so fast. So the best thing you can do is try to avoid them completely, unless you have to. But say in a situation where you have to get to them, you have to push them on top of that high ground, which is a horrible situation. But if you have to go for that situation, what you want to do is you want to try to get as high up the mountain or as close as you can to his 1x1 before he notices you. Because just assume the second he notices you, his AR is going off. He has max ammo, and he's not letting up his AR ammo. Like he's draining the entire 1,000 mags on you. So you have to try to get as close to him as you can before he notices you. And as soon as you get up to his 1x1, thank God you actually got up there, because that's pretty impressive, first place to even get to the 1x1 if he's spraying at you. But if you get all the way to his 1x1, what you want to do next is you want to if you want to ramp up to him and get the kill on him, of course if he's going to steal 1x1, it's, hard to knock him down. But if you want to build up to him, what you want to do is you want to connect your ramps to his 1x1, and you want to stay as close to the 1x1 as possible when you're ramping up. So he's going to be shooting you out, of course, and if he's shooting you out and your ramps are connected to his 1x1 or you're right next to it, you can catch yourself on his 1x1, so you're not going to take any fall damage at all. So if he shoots you out, it's not a problem, because you're going to be next to his 1x1 and you're going to catch yourself. And that's the best situation you get into, is if you can just get to the 1x1 campers. A lot of times these aren't the best players, playing like complete pussies at the end of the game, but a lot of times they aren't the best players. So if you can just get to them, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. If you can just ramp it to them, not get shot out, and just get to them, you're going to be set. And right here, I was ramping up a little bit, and this guy didn't build it out of steel, so I was just going to shoot it down, because there's no point of me trying to ramp up to him, because he's just going to air spin the mess out of me. And the second his base falls, that is when I want to push. Because if I wait too long, he's going to build another one. And this guy's got on max sensitivity, and this guy's going to build it instantly. So right now, of course, he shoots me out, and I get just enough to him where I can catch myself. And at this point, I have the high ground on him. I get one shot on my RPG, and GG. I'm just going to walk through his walls with my Tommy gun. Don't even mind him building. Just going to walk right through him with the Tommy gun. In my opinion, the best gun in the game is the Tommy gun, because you can just walk through walls, spray people out so quick. And right here, in this situation right here, it's just a 1v1 or 1v1, and this guy's just trying to shoot me out. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm just waiting for my opportunity to get a shot on this guy. Wait for this guy to peek a little bit. I get one shot on him, take off 74 shield, and this guy's just trying to shoot me out. And I see an opportunity to get an RPG, and I hit him with the RPG, got the victory royale, and that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned how to kill little Timmy. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on those post notifications to get notified every single new video. And alright guys, I will see you in the next video.